is crispy, son. Niggas is crispy, son. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, check the live on your phone real quick to make sure we being heard from both microphones and all that. Yeah, I mean. Let me go ahead and post this link.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. What's going on here? Oh, I'm not trying to post in there. All right, so we good right there. We got the topics up. We sure do. All right, jump this shit off, man.
Let's do
You
this.
good? Your mic sound nice, bro.
Yeah, my mic is on, man.
All right,
Yes.
ready to rock?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right. What it is, good people. This is episode 136 of Bootleg Cable Podcast. We live. I'm your boy P Double.
And I'm the one that's not gonna be so loud. Killer Cow. Damn, boy.
I'm not loud in my regular life, man. So I feel like this is the this is the time for me to
don't
get crunk it up.
Nah, don't come here and be a different character, man.
Nah.
Nah, don't do that.
but I'm saying though, man, like what
Yeah.
people want to see, dude. I'm sure they don't want to get on here or you know what I'm saying, see us all here talking all boring. Like,
oh,
we,
nah,
you know
definitely
what I mean?
not, definitely not. But be yourself, man. Be yourself, bro.
I am.
You're good enough as is, my dude.
I am. I'm myself, man. I'm always myself, man.
For sure.
For the one or two people that's on right now on the live on the YouTube, please share the link, man.
Yeah.
Like
what's up to y'all? First off,
definitely.
shout out to you for checking us out.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead and share it.
And like my boy Killer say, please be a part of the conversation, man.
Yeah.
So don't have us on here just talking, yakking it up, and y'all ain't interacting with the whole situation. We really appreciate y'all interacting with us. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
How's your week so far, brother?
So far, nah, man. My weeks have been fucked up, man. Years, months. So I'm not just gonna break it down and give you a synopsis of 1 week.
Well, outside of what I already know what's going on, outside of that, or is it just that?
It is. It's just that, man.
Is that what we come to though, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, responsibility is a motherfucker, man. I'm
they
just,
are.
It's just I'm constantly living in and everything is important nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I'm eager to do something that's not important for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like everything seemed like pressure.
Why you feel like that though?
I don't know. I don't know if it's you know what I mean? Like you hit that age where you're like, fuck, man, Nick, am I winning or am I out here taking? You know what I'm saying? What's life legacy gonna be? And what do I want to leave? What memory do I want to leave of me on this earth? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm just trying to win out here, and the harder you try to win, the more pressure you're putting on yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, I'm highly scrutinizing myself and highly critical of myself and what my performance is and just where I'm at in life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know you got to slow down, stack your wins and move on. But you know what I mean? Sometimes, man, that pressure just feel real, man.
I feel
you know, and like I said, man, it's just constant responsibilities, constant, you know, everything is serious. You know what I'm saying? Whether how I talk to my kids, how they're interacting with each other, how they interacting with us, how they interacting with their friends, all that stuff mattered to me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm finding myself constantly trying to insert myself in those things. And then the same thing at work, you know what I'm saying? Everything matters to me. So, you know, I'm constantly, you know, there as well. Even on this podcast, man, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to us, you know what I'm saying, establishing, you know what I'm saying, a strong foothold in this game.
Yeah.
You know, so how I come across on this podcast, it all matters to me.
True.
It does, yeah.
And it should, man. It should.
Mhm.
But I think that at some point, we gotta try as hard as we can not to take everything so seriously.
Nah, man, yeah, sure.
And I feel like
Well,
that's
shit
where
ain't
I am
innocent.
right now.
It's
I'm
not innocent no more, man. That's how I'm feeling,
Nah.
bro. Shit ain't innocent no more, man. Nah, man. You don't get that.
nothing
argument.
ain't innocent no
It
more,
ain't
bro.
innocent no more, man. It's all for real, man.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
man, it ain't innocent no more.
Oh man,
Nah.
that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
So, I guess one of the things I had a different kind of ideas of how I wanted to start off this episode
Okay.
or whatever, but
Well,
I think one of them kind of came to me, and this is probably like one of the last topics that I wanted to talk about. But I think let's make it a first topic. So,
okay.
Skylar Diggins, right?
Mhm.
Skylar Diggins recently came out and said that she has postpartum depression. She is taking off. I think she's taking off this season or something like that to deal with her postpartum depression.
Okay.
And I applaud her for that. You know,
Yeah. It's
kudos.
kudos for
it's a real thing.
it's a real thing, and you know, yeah, for owning up to that. And,
Yeah.
you know.
So a part of that was some tweets that she had put out, and one of the tweets that she had put out was she played the entire 2018 season while she was pregnant. She was an all-star that season. She was a top 5 in minutes played and I think assists per game or something like that. But she, you know, put that out there like, yo, I played that entire season pregnant. So somebody put something out on Facebook and compared that, her playing pregnant, to when Jordan played the flu game, right?
Oh man, yeah.
So they said that Jordan played the flu game, whatever, and Skylar was like, "Yo, hold my bag. I'm gonna play the entire season pregnant." So now, obviously, that kind of sparks debate.
I don't see how that's even debatable.
What's debatable?
Between the comparison between her and Jordan, that's not a comparison to no level.
It's not a comparison, but I think that as men and women, we always try to compare. Well, I think
we don't have to. We could give her credit for doing what she did
exactly,
and taking the courage to go out there. Comparing one game that Jordan had to her playing the entire season, while pregnant, while having a 6-man on the court, man, come on now.
So I looked at it and I did. I forgot exactly when she had the baby. The WNBA season starts in May, and I think it ends sometimes around June.
Okay.
I think she had the baby in April of this year, 2019. So if you count backwards or whatever, 9 months, you land on whatever month you land on, right? My thing with this is she isn't doing anything that every other woman in the United States is already doing. That's my stance on it. My stance is women wake up every day because she just went to work. She's a basketball player. She's a professional athlete.
Damn, boy.
She's a professional. Let me get it
out. Start off
yeah, man.
What is chauvinistic ass
mentality? Let's do it. So my thing is she isn't doing anything that every other woman in the United States is already doing, brother.
Okay.
She went up and went to work. You know what I'm saying? When your girl was pregnant with her kids, she went up and she took her ass to work. My wife took her ass to work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's so about her going to work? And then mind you, now this is early pregnancy. It ain't like she was dribbling down the court with an extra basketball in her stomach, bouncing in front of her type shit. We all know she didn't do that. So what's the big praise here that she deserved for playing while she was pregnant?
Man, it's my first time hearing something like this, right? That a professional athlete playing while,
Serena Williams won, I think, her last Grand Slam while she was pregnant.
Okay. All right. So shout out to them. Um, that's unique to the female gender, of course. So I don't think we have any right to speak on, you know what I'm saying, whether right or wrong. But I mean, it's to be commended for
Mm-hmm.
them to go out there and do it. A job, let's not just minimize it and call it a job,
Mm-hmm.
because you know what I'm saying, not all jobs are the same.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing the professional sport, you're expected to, you know, be at high intensity throughout the entire game. You could potentially get, you know, elbows or knees to the gut. You know, any of those things could happen. So, you know, I mean, while women are encouraged to exercise,
Yeah.
so I guess that falls in there. But at the same time, man, as a
When
man, I don't think we should speak down or, you know,
I'm
try
no,
to discredit.
I'm not.
It sounds a little discreditish, man.
Okay,
That's where
how,
I'm at with it.
that's how it sounds. It might
Right.
sound discreditish,
Yeah.
but my stance is
Why I have a stance is what I'm saying. Like,
because everything has a stance, bro.
you don't have to have a no. That's the problem.
My thoughts, my
Your
opinion,
thoughts.
my opinion on this is
Uh-huh.
one. She put out the tweet for bragging rights, right?
Okay.
She didn't compare herself to Jordan or anything like that. So
No.
let's take the whole Jordan compare out of it.
Mhm.
My thing is she put the tweet out because
Yeah.
just like you said, these people are media trained. When we talked about Dwayne Wade
Yeah,
last
uh-huh.
week, these people are media trained. She knew exactly what she was talking about, right?
Yeah.
She knew exactly back and forth would be when she put out something like this. Like, yo,
Yeah, but
I played the entire season pregnant. I ain't tell nobody. Nobody ain't know nothing until now, until I decided to put
right.
this tweet out.
And that might differ out there that might consider taking a profession in professional sports.
Yeah,
And you know, when am I going to have my child? When am I going to raise my family? And
yeah.
a tweet like that might say, you know what I'm saying, here's an example of somebody who did it, and it's possible.
So
you know, you could still pursue a athletic role, you know, and still have your family and still be, you know, at the top, the cream of the crop in the field that you're in.
M2 times said his wife could barely walk up and down the steps while she was pregnant with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, right?
Yeah.
And that happens towards the end of the pregnancy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the pregnancy, most women, everybody's different. I don't want to claim to know what she went through in her pregnancy or whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as I know, I've had 2 kids and I've been with the mother of my children during the duration of the pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
And from what I know, you have morning sickness, right?
Yeah.
I guess these are 2 normal pregnancies I'm talking about, just my wife and the mother of my daughter.
Yeah.
You have morning sickness, you wake up in the morning, you feel like shit, you throw up, you hungry, and then that's pretty much it. Some people it lasts throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Some women they feel like shit days. Some women don't have energy, whatever.
All right. Okay.
So my thing is that this is the beginning of her pregnancy that she's talking about here.
Yeah.
Why are we making it seem like not you and me, but I feel like other people are making it seem like women can't do certain things? Like, oh my gosh, she played while she was pregnant. Yo, slaves worked while they was pregnant.
Jeez. All right. So listen, man.
What's the big fucking
in our real life, though, dog? In our real life, do you feel like there's things that you do that, you know, other people out there may do as well, but you just want a little bit of credit for it?
Right now?
I mean, in life, in general, do you go to work and you pay your bills?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. But do you want a little bit of credit for it?
From those that care about me, yeah.
Right.
From the ones that matter, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you don't get that credit and respect, you feel away, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is her post putting a tweet out saying, yo, I accomplished this. I did this while pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I just want a little bit of credit for that. Why are we trying to take that away?
Again, I know it sounds like it, bro.
It
does
sounds
like it. I'm saying that to me,
what's the big deal?
What's the big deal? If you played with a freaking 12-pound basketball in your stomach, that's a big deal.
Right.
That's a big.
Would you want to see that? Would you want to see that?
No, I wouldn't want to see that.
Do you watch pregnancy porn?
No,
no. It's like, I don't want to see none of that.
So okay, so now that you brought that up, right?
You know, yeah.
So even that, it's an accomplishment for you to take the 12-inch meat with the big ass baby hanging over. But if you just got pregnant yesterday and you can say, "Oh, I did porn while I was pregnant,"
yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, listen, man. Let's let Skylar.
It's too,
shout out to you,
dude. It's two different extremes. So I think that when people think about this stuff, they think about that one extreme of, yo, my wife was pregnant, her feet was swollen, da 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 da. We think about all that stuff, but that's on the back end. That's towards when it's time, middle to back, when it's time.
That's
to,
not
you
true.
know,
There's early pregnancy complications as well.
She didn't say that she had no complications.
I'm just saying, but those things happen.
Of course, they
early
happen.
Pregnancy, hypertension, all those
yes,
things come about early.
They happen, but we're talking about her specifically and her pregnancy. She didn't mention none of that shit. She's just saying that now she had postpartum and she played for an entire season. Oh, a whole 2 months. Oh,
okay. And she's coming forward saying she has postpartum, which is a serious thing. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that
for her to take the time
thing
necessary to deal with that. And she's also saying, yo, listen, while I take the time necessary to do that, you know, just give me credit for even, you know, stepping on the court and not, you know, taking the back. You know, Nicki Minaj talking about starting a family. She's talking about quitting her whole rap career.
Yeah.
She rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You spitting words. So what does that have to do with all of that? You know what I'm saying? So for her to say, yo, I'm gonna get on the court and dribble and, you know what I'm saying, still put up numbers.
My
and
girl,
still
Young Miami was on the stage performing.
Yeah,
singing the ratchet ass songs while she was pregnant.
I don't see some strippers on
stage.
She
got her ass up and went to work, man.
I don't see a couple strippers on stage with the big gut. Like, yeah, there's something in there.
They get their ass up and they go to work.
Yeah, they make it clap. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, man.
Okay, so you don't. I disagree with you. You disagree with me. And I know
what I'm saying. I just. It's not about disagreeing with you. I'm just saying it's proper for her to seek her credit, and let's allow whoever chooses to give her credit for that to give her credit. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Saying that the entire world already does what you did, Skylar. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
And they do it every single fucking day. And they ain't out here making tweets like, yo, I've been working the hot grease in McDonald's for 9 months during my pregnancy.
Yeah.
And 4 days before that, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like, yo,
so
as a woman,
you just saying nobody cares about what the hell is going on with you.
Like, yo, no, to me, it ain't nothing extraordinary about what she did, bro. That's the thing. And people, and on these posts, I commented on it, and people said the same thing you said to me. Oh, you know, it's this my asshole meter went off. And you this, that, and the third. And it's like, man,
your asshole trigger got checked. Somebody hit that tripwire. Who's coming?
Niggas was mad.
Bitch, you want credit for that? Sit your ass down. Fuck, bro. With you? Ain't no damn credit.
I said it a lot nicer than that, though. To be fair, I said it a lot nicer than that.
Got
you, like, yo, come on, man, y'all, especially a lot of these women out here, they want credit for every goddamn thing.
I think everybody just want credit, man. We deal with a lot, man. Sometimes, man. That's why
you ain't unique. She ain't unique. What she did ain't unique, bro. Sorry. It's not.
All right.
She's a professional athlete. You get paid for that. Bro.
All right, got you, man. Well, hit us with a dope transition from that one.
I don't know what the dope transition is, but I guess on the complete slide or flip slide. Tank.
Okay.
Let's start it off right off the rip, bro.
When we oh man.
So Tank was on lip service with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
And let me give the conversation context.
Okay.
Angela Yee, I guess the conversation was about cheating. And Tank said, if you cheat once or twice, it don't make you a cheater. Am I correct so far?
Yes, I believe so.
If you cheat once or twice, it don't make you a cheater. It just means that you cheated once or twice. Like, basically, you can't hold that against me for the rest of my life if I just cheated once or twice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's not my title, right?
Okay, right.
So Angela Yee kind of took it a little further, and I think she said something before she asked this question, but she was just like, okay, so if a man suck a dick once or twice, it don't make him gay. And Tank responded like, Yeah, that's correct. Like if a man sucks a dick
Mhm.
once or twice, that don't make him gay, bro.
Mhm.
And that's where we stand.
Okay, so that's where we stand. So how would you address both objections? Because I feel like maybe was he really just trying to be right?
My boy Matt say he gay. I don't care what his explanation was. Bro.
So
Matt, share the conversation, man. Please
Yeah,
get
share
other
it.
people involved in this conversation. I
yeah,
appreciate
shout out
it,
to you,
man.
Matt, for commenting with us, man. Thank you for that. All right, so if you cheated once or twice, are you a cheater?
Oh man, yes and no.
Okay,
Yes,
and no.
I think yes and no. Yes,
Right.
you are a cheater because you did cheat on somebody.
Yes.
It don't necessarily mean you're going to cheat for the rest of your life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I have cheated, but am I a cheater? I don't think so.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This now, I think that you can't equate the two. I think what she was
So
trying
we're
to.
going to try to hit the double standards on this thing.
So there is double standards. It's
So-
a whole bunch of them, bro. So
I mean,
but go ahead.
for toxic masculinity,
Mhm.
the way you might want to think, yeah, it might be a bunch of double standards. If you look at it in that form, but
Mhm.
if you cheated once or twice and you decided, man, this ain't the life for me, man.
Oh shit.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
This doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I feel like you're not a cheat. You denounced it. You said you tried it and you denounced it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody go ahead and suck you off one time and you
Okay.
just were like, yo, I just didn't, you know what? I ain't like that. I don't think I'll be going back to that.
So hold on. Before
Are you now gay? Is what I'm saying.
So hold on. Before we get that far, right?
All right, yeah.
So if a woman suck your dick once,
Uh-huh.
is she a dick sucker? Or she just sucked the dick once?
I never label women as dick suckers.
Yeah, but okay, so if a woman suck dick
Ooh, she
twice,
look like she a dick sucker.
if she suck dick twice,
Uh-huh.
can she say, "Yo, I don't suck dick"?
Yeah, if she doesn't enjoy it, if she hates it, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she hates it, like if I ate pussy and I hate it, I just don't like this. I don't eat pussy.
You don't eat pussy?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But have you eaten pussy before?
Right?
Nigga?
Yeah, I ate pussy. I ate broccoli before, but I don't eat broccoli. How else you gonna know you don't eat broccoli unless you try broccoli? I could honestly. That's why I tell my kids.
That's a slippery slope right there,
Okay,
brother.
yeah.
How? Okay, so how you know if you ain't gay? If you ain't tried being gay before, nigga?
Then I don't know.
But you know though, you're not gay.
Yeah, because I don't have no interest in trying.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
And I think that's why you can't put them both together because, dude, I know that I'm not gay.
Right.
So I don't have to try.
Right. So yeah, because there's no way
I don't have to rule it out, bro.
yeah. It's not about ruling or not ruling. It's like I would never have an interest in having a man suck my wiener.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore I could never try to say I am or ain't. You know what I mean? So I guess even for the conversation to come about, or for you to even accept an offer for somebody to suck you off, you might have some kind of interest in said activity. So yeah, I might give you say that you're gay or you're quarter gay,
but
your gay percentage is about a quarter.
For me, I don't think that for men,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that there's no in between. Like I don't believe in a bisexual man, bro.
You don't believe in a bisexual man?
Nah, I believe nigga either you gay or you not, bro. Like it ain't no I like men and women. But on the flip side, I believe in a bisexual woman, and that might that here we go.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I believe that women could generally be bisexual, like certain things.
A female licks a vagina, is she a lesbian now, or for licking vagina?
No, I don't think so.
So therefore, if a dude lick a penis,
yes.
I would say if you never sucked it before and you said, yo, I want to suck dick, you're definitely gay as shit.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
But maybe if you were the receiving end was like, man,
M2 think men or women could be bisexual. Why we talk about it? Why do you not think that?
So why are people bisexual?
I think that with women, and I had this conversation earlier this week, I think that with women, there's a certain emotional attachment or emotional connection that they want. And I think that women give a certain amount of emotion, a certain amount of paying attention and all of that stuff that a man can't give. So I think that when women are bisexual, they want that emotional side of a woman, but they want that physical side of a man. They want them because only a man can give you the receipts, man.
Mm.
Only a man can give you the receipts.
Ain't nothing like receipts, man.
Ain't nothing like receipts.
Like,
so
I bought that.
Yes. Only a man can give you that.
Yeah.
So I think that when women are bisexual, they want the receipts, but they want the emotional attachment that most men aren't willing to give. Or incapable of giving, I should say.
Right. So along those lines, man, Kanye West the interview with Zane Lowe on Apple. You know what I'm saying? On Apple, he had the interview, and a couple of the clickable or the, you know what I'm saying, the highlighted points of the conversation is because Kanye is
damn, we transitioned that quick as fuck, bro. You got off that quick, bro.
I mean, what you wanted to stay on that?
No,
was there more? Did you have
no?
Hey, I felt like we you know we was there. Like I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Let me put that to the side, nigga. We ain't talking about that shit
right. Yeah. We have to tread lightly on these subjects, man. You know that. Yeah.
My auto work ass.
Yeah. See?
Let me stop.
Yeah. But so a couple of highlighted points of his conversation. You know, he said that he was addicted to porn since he was 5 when he saw a magazine that his dad left out, a Playboy magazine. Since he's seen that magazine, you know what I'm saying, he's been addicted to porn. And he feels been the demon that plagued his life for a very long time. That's been his vice. And in addition to that, you know, he's claiming to be a born again Christian. So while doing the recording process, he asked that any of the people that's collaborating with him on his efforts refrain from having premarital sex during that duration of time. You know what I'm saying? Also fast, and you know, just live a clean life.
Okay.
While, you know what I'm saying, working on that project.
Okay.
So how do you feel about like if somebody say, hey man, look, man, you're a rapper, you rap, you know what I'm saying? Somebody approach you and say, hey, listen, man, I want to work on something with you, but during this duration, man, you can't be having no premarital sex, or, you know, don't be jerking off to watching them porn or nothing like that.
I was like, all right, bro.
You just say, yeah,
all right.
Yeah, he wouldn't be like
I'm not gonna sit here and argue. Like, nigga, how you know if I'm how you know what the fuck I'm doing? Yeah, all right, bro. I won't.
Okay.
Let's go forward with this shit. You know what I'm saying? If especially like when you say that, I'm thinking about Nori. I don't know if you remember the skit on the Nori project where he was just like, yo, man, Pun. He was like, yo, me and Pun, we did songs with mad niggas that we ain't like. And I was like looking at Pun like, yo, you got the check? Yeah, nigga, you got the check? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nigga, let me just get my fucking check. Like, I don't have to. Yeah, nigga, I'll fast. Yeah, I ain't gonna jerk off. I ain't gonna. All right, cool, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you know you can't have these people is doing that shit. So I think that those requests lends to Kanye's mental instability for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It points out the fact that this dude ain't all the way right upstairs.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, on the interview, he touches on a lot of those things. You know what I'm saying? He touches on what people insist on labeling him as crazy because he was, you know, clinically diagnosed with you know what I'm saying, what they say, what they call him, I don't know,
bipolar.
Bipolar. Like clinically diagnosed and said he's bipolar, and you know, he also has a brand to push. I feel I listened to the entire interview, like there was a lot of stuff that just didn't come off as genuine from Kanye.
Like what? Because I only saw like little clips here and there, so I didn't see the interview. Did you listen to the album?
I listened to. I can't say I listened to it properly because, you know, I played it on the loudspeaker on my phone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, while I was walking the dog, and you know, I couldn't find my headphones at the time, so
yeah,
that's how I listened to the album. So I didn't get to feel like the the grand feel of what the album experience was.
Mm-hmm.
But I could say I don't like the gist of it.
And
It's-
trying to
it's-
say Kanye full of shit.
Yeah, I could say I don't like the gist of the album. I'm not.
All right. So before we get to the album, I'll just kind of because
Yeah,
I
go ahead. Yeah.
the interview.
Mhm.
Again, I didn't watch the interview,
Yeah,
but I could tell that it was going to be some bullshit in this interview.
right.
Like,
right. Nah, he sold his points. He said a lot of positivity in there. He did, but at the same
I know
time,
he was talking about. I saw one clip where he was talking about
Mhm.
doing it for the culture. About that,
Right.
What's doing it for the culture
Right.
mean, and
Mhm.
you know what I mean. He
And
kind of
you're
went
right.
through.
And I agree with him in a sense with that, because there's a lot of double standards in hip hop where people are writing rules that's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, everybody's in agreement of. Like, you know what I'm saying, while that might fly over there, that might not fly over here. So what are the rules? And everybody write the rules. The rules are for surviving in a certain climate, but the rules that are in the street don't translate well to corporate America. So I think that's where he was coming from with it, which is something I experience a lot. It's like all that street shit don't apply to corporate America, man. So, you know, where's the money really at?
Not directly. And I think that it takes a certain kind of person to recognize and realize that, like, when we say it doesn't apply to corporate America, of course it doesn't apply directly.
Integrity does, but integrity definitely does.
Integrity, we talking about principles. And again, I'm not a street nigga. I never
Right.
was a street nigga, so I'm not gonna claim to know, you know, street rules and whatever. But if we look at successful people that crossed over from the streets into the corporate America, who we gonna talk about?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Right.
Okay, so he's a successful, super duper successful dude. So when we're talking about business acumen and common sense, and you know what I mean, just seeing certain trends and all that shit, it translates. You know what I mean? I'm sure it translates somehow, but again, not directly.
Right. But then as soon as you do that, they want to label you as corny. They want to label you as, you know what I'm saying, pretentious or fake, or you know what I'm saying,
do what?
Ungenuine. You know, as soon as you dumb down the niggerism, you know what I'm saying, and you play the corporate game.
The niggas that you left behind when they want
to call you that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it is.
That's what we're saying. Like, it's like, yo, those games y'all was playing out there, it ain't really, those aren't the rules. The rules are have integrity. You know what I'm saying? Have some pride in what you do. And, you know what I'm saying? And try to win, man. So it don't mean at all costs, but at the same time, like, you have to play within those boundaries. Out of that, little street rules, no snitching, no this, no that. You know what I'm saying? If you diss me, we can't never be friends again type mentalities. Like, that stuff is not where it's at.
It ain't realistic.
It's not realistic, no.
Especially moving forward in life and all
right.
that.
Yeah, no.
So now Kanye, now for him to be in the public eye, a lot of the times when you get mad at shit, you say, or it's like, say, if you tell somebody, if you tell somebody something and they get mad at you for telling them, you say what? Don't kill the messenger. Kill the message or whatever. Or some however you say the shit. So Kanye now, his message now is one of positivity. Message now is one of Christ and this, that, and the third, and whatever. And I commend him on doing that. That's fine. To each his own. But now, do we look at him now as the messenger that we don't want to hear the message from?
Absolutely. That's how I'm looking at it. I might be wrong for it,
and I'm looking at it the same way. So,
but the reason why I look at it that way is because you can't make just last year, you know what I'm saying, have a popular song, you know what I'm saying, I'm such a fucking, you know,
I'm such a fucking hoe. I love it.
You know what I mean? So that can't be your message just then, and now you just completely flip sides on it.
I'm right there with you 1,000%, bro.
That was something that he tried to say even in the interview. It's like, man, you know, I'm a free thinker. I can free think, and you know what I'm saying, I'm allowed to have a point this year, and next year I have a whole different point. And it's like, nah, nigga, you can't flip the narrative when it's convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to play this role now of a born again Christian, now you want to say, yo, all that is off limits. If you want to be with the shits, then it's like it's all with the shits. Being a Christian is off limits. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about just last year. You know, you had a concert where you had a fake hill on there with a fake Jesus up there. You're calling yourself God and all that
Jesus
stuff.
And all that.
and now all of a sudden you just flip that and you know what I'm saying, made a mockery of yourself. Now you're this, and it's like, yo, yeah. I mean, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, but
Mhm.
it's gonna take more than 4 months removed to say you're that, bro. I'm sorry.
Exactly. And I
I'm
think
sorry.
that
You can't try to sell me that 4 months later.
I think that his genius and his ignorance is one and the same.
Mhm.
So it's like I think his genius in this aspect is I know what I want to do going forward.
Mhm.
So I came out and claimed I have no money, and I was going at these billionaires and begging the billionaires for money and mental breakdowns and this,
Yeah.
that, and the third, all the kind of shit that he was dealing with year before last,
Right.
last year, and
Mhm.
all that shit. So he said, "All right, what's the dude? God and Jesus and all, and religion and all that shit. It's all used in the mainstream
Mhm.
for financial gain, because we're looking up at these people."
Mhm.
And we say, "Oh, Kanye is my favorite rapper," and da 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 da, and you know, he changed his life, and if he can do it, I could do it. X, Y, and Z, da da da. So let me go ahead and start doing these Sunday service type things because this is how I'm feeling in my heart, and X, Y, and Z. And he started doing the Sunday services, and I think he sat back. I think he literally sat back like,
Mhm.
this is working.
Right.
Let me
right.
continue to do this. Let me
Right.
continue to do this. And then now it comes
Yeah.
to the point where I'm a full-blown Christian. I'm gonna drop this. I don't want to call it a gospel album or
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop this Jesus inspired album.
Mhm.
And I think that's he knew this, he saw this from day one, and it's showing his genius and his ignorance at the same time because
Yeah, it's showing his genius. Just like the other day, last week we spoke about the sneaker. The dude went to Jerusalem, got holy water, and put it in
Yeah.
the sneaker, and sold regular pair of Air Maxes for $3,000.
yeah.
Now that these are the walk on waters or whatever, right? So we understand that, you know what I'm saying.
Big up Gary J, day one. That's what's up, fam.
That what religion plays a pivotal role in the human psyche.
Yes.
And if you want to stay relevant with everybody, then you play with that.
Exactly, because you're gonna have the people that's gonna rock with you and say,
yeah.
And then you're gonna have the other people that's kind of looking like, nigga, what the fuck? Nigga,
Yeah.
like we just said.
Yeah.
You just had this fucking nasty ass I Love It song.
Yeah.
Just last year.
Still playing on the radio.
Still playing on the radio.
You didn't ask somebody to take it down. You know
exactly.
You're still gonna get your you know what I'm saying, your royalties off of these songs. You own the masters now.
Of course.
You own your own masters. So you could say, listen, I don't want these out there. Especially if you own them. You haven't taken that angle, you know what I'm saying? So, and this, of course, this is one of the bigger things about this album that he put out is Clipse, and Clipse reuniting on the album as Clipse.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, and I listened to that song. It was very lackluster to me.
I think it was too. Shit, Pusha T sounded like he recorded that shit on a Samsung. Like, nigga, let me send this verse to Kanye through the phone. Let me record it through the phone.
I'm gonna say a bunch of positive things, and I'm gonna say some really ignorant stuff to sum it up. Man.
But what did he say really though? He didn't really say nothing on the song.
I don't know, bro.
And then Malice got on there talking about when niggas go to jail, they switch tunes.
Yeah.
Dude, what? Okay, so let's talk about the music now. Everything in this album, to me, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
The production is okay. It's all right.
Yeah, you're always gonna give Kanye that, but it wasn't nothing that was groundbreaking.
Nah.
Yeah.
So everything was all over the place. He's talking about now him being a Christian, born again Christian, whatever you want to call it, da da da. But then on the song Hands On, to me, it was like a Christian diss song, bro. Because Christians gonna look at me like this, and Christians gonna look at me like that, and
I don't know.
Why even point that out, bro?
I don't know if I'm in agreement or disagreement with him with that part of it, but he did on the interview call himself more than once. He's like he's a Christian innovator, where he's like, religion as for the longest time.
Yo, I gotta watch this interview, bro.
So religion for the longest time has taught us that in order to praise God, you gotta be in these four walls. You gotta sit on these type of benches, and it gotta be a podium, and the pastor gotta speak, and it has to be in that sequence, in that order, whatever. So he's like, that's not necessarily true. Christianity can branch out and church can be held in different kind of ways. So therefore, that's why he does the church the way he does, and with the
There's
open
no
circle.
pastor or whatever,
Now
whatever.
he just introduced a pastor, but previously it wasn't none. There was lights. There was all this jazz. I'm not saying it's cool or it's right. I'm just saying I may agree that there should be some kind of innovation towards how. No, I'm just saying because
Christian innovator.
yeah, no, what I'm saying is everything is always the rule says this.
You go
and
inside
this
the
is what it is.
classroom, you sit down at the desk,
Yeah.
you listen to the teacher, you're
Right.
Why can't we go outside and learn? Why can't we be at the same
Why
time?
can't we learn from a computer? Why can't we learn from listening to a podcast?
Yeah.
Well, there's different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why are we stuck to these traditions? Why we're so
And you know what? I
I
can agree with both you and him on that one. But
Yeah.
I think that what he does when he does stuff like that, I think that he's giving himself a way out.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. 1,000%.
I think when it comes down to it, a year or two after it wears off, and he slowly start transitioning into some other bullshit. When he say, "All right, I want to do rock music 2 years from now, and now I'm a rock innovator," or whatever the case is, I think that that's what this is doing. It's just giving him an out.
Right, and that's what it is. That's 1,000% that what Kanye West does.
Yeah,
he tries to change the narrative to fit the script of what he's trying to sell now, and that's who I feel like Kanye West is. That's why I can't believe him. And I have no trust in
even
him.
some of the stuff in the music he brought up. That's why he charged what he charged for his clothes, because his family got to eat and blah blah blah. And it's just like, yo, nigga,
your family been rich long time.
Your family been rich a long time.
Supposedly one of your family members is a billionaire. What do you mean?
Exactly. So let's not sit here and talk like you are struggling right now to put food on the table or whatever the case is.
Right.
I understand that. Again, that message might hit somebody else a different way or whatever, but let's not make it seem like that this is your
talking
truth
about
right
Drake
now.
is no longer his competition. His competition is, I don't even know the freaking the designer, the top head designer or the owner of fucking Louis Vuitton.
But he looked like a fucking homeless person, right? Like you dude, this dude is out here making clothes so that people look homeless, man, or look like we don't care when we leave the house. Like, come on, fam. So I mean, dude, I just
telling Virgil it should have been me.
The music is all. Dude, he had the Chick-fil-A song. Dude, some people I've seen. I don't want to say some people, or I don't want to say that this is a popular sentiment, but I've seen people say already that this is Kanye's best album, or one of his best albums.
I'm not here to find out. Is basically where I'm at. It's like I'm not really trying. I don't play those games when it comes to religion. I don't do that. I can't. You know what I mean? So maybe sometime down the line, maybe after seeing Kanye live in that light, or live in that image, or what I'm saying, uphold what I'm saying, those standards for maybe a couple of years, then I might go back and revisit that album and say, okay, maybe this is somebody serious. But right now I can't really turn off that switch and say I believe you, and let me invest in that content, and fucking plague my ears, and
not to beat a dead horse or
dumb shit
or beat my thoughts on the album. I just think that it sounded like he freestyling a lot of the album, which that's normal Kanye. The production is okay on some parts of the album, but I think that overall the message is kind of confused. There are, I guess, songs that are there. I don't remember song titles or whatever, but it's one or two songs on there where I could listen to. I'm like, all right, cool. Like I get where you're coming from on there. This is dope or whatever. But overall, his whole image right now, the timing of this album, the clothes, the Donald Trump support, like a lot of it is just like, dude, you confusing the shit out of me, and I'm not even like the biggest fan of yours.
Right.
I can only imagine somebody that's really, really a true Kanye fan.
Right. So
they feel it.
They spoke on that, where at one point it seemed like you can be a Kanye West fan because he spoke so highly of this is, and he seemed super liberal. So for somebody was Kanye come across years for him to do something as left field as put on a MAGA hat and still be in support of Donald Trump, Trump,
Yeah.
it just seems like a spit in the face or a slap in the face to liberal people out of the world who've, been fans of him and, saying like listen to his music because it's such a, they say liberals appreciate art.
Yeah.
If you're a liberal person, you can appreciate artwork and art and artistry and shit like that.
Okay.
So he was somebody that's really coveted, by liberals.
Yeah.
And for him to do something as left field as support Donald Trump, it just seems like a big slap in the face to liberals. It seemed like the irony or ironic joke. You know what I'm saying, to people.
And what did he say about that?
He's in agreement with that. You know what I'm saying, but he's just saying that.
Back
to it's back to people or have been trained to think one way, and he's just like, yo, I'm not gonna be thinking one way. I'm free to
do whatever the hell
I want. So
all right,
so be it.
Hey man, shout outs to you, Kanye. Jesus is King. Y'all check out the project
or not.
Come back, comment. Tell me how y'all feel about it.
Or no.
Or no.
Yeah.
Gucci Man say he was gonna slap the shit out of DJ Envy.
Gucci Man, that's another thing. Listening to that interview.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, so Gucci Man has a pretty like an hour interview, like a sit down or
Fireman, what's good?
Pull ups type situation with Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
They had an interview. Listening to the interview, man, because you sent me the interview with the highlighted point that saying what he said in regards to DJ Envy.
Yeah.
However, I stuff like that I listened on my way to work or whatever, so I put or on my way back home from work.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it on during traffic, and I got to listen to a large portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a very positive interview.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh man, yo, people need to hear this. This is definitely a positive brother. This is somebody that has really reconciled with themselves on what they did wrong and what wrongs they've done in life that affected them and put them in the positions that they're in.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, sound like somebody that he's repented for what he's done and he forgave himself at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was really confused. Why
this was towards the end?
Yes, I haven't seen. I didn't even get to that.
Yeah.
I've only heard about the slapping and all that shit.
Yeah.
Through reading online, seeing it on, people commented on it now, and what people are saying on it. I didn't get to that point, but I was really confused. But I knew that was coming, so I was very confused listening to the interview and saying this person could say that.
Yeah.
At whatever point during this interview, I was very confused, man. I was very confused. So I was like, damn, man, like, come on, man, like, yo, people, like, what are we trying to sell? Like, you can't tell me 1 minute, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? When Charlamagne asked him, like, what lessons in life have you learned? You know what I'm saying? What are you willing? He's like, man, listen, don't take things so serious. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is that big of a foul. You know what I'm saying? You can't be that angry or react to everything with. And like, those were major points that he was making. And that's something I was sitting there, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not everything warrants that. Not everything warrants somebody's life being taken, or putting compromising your position or putting yourself in a situation to go to jail or risk somebody getting killed, and it's for minor violations.
Yeah.
So for him to go off on Angela Yee for that, or going off on DJ Envy and saying things like "fuck him" and "I'm gonna slap his bitch," see him like for real, bro, like that don't. So it sounds like everything you just said for the past hour is bullshit.
It does.
You know what I mean?
It does. And I didn't see the majority of the interview. I only saw like the little 7-minute clip, and I saw Charlamagne trying to get him away from it, just kind of like, yo, man, I'm gonna put you in Envy on the phone, blah 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 blah, and Gucci just wasn't having it. So I don't know if he bipolar or you know what I mean, whatever going on with him, but like you said, he was talking a good game in the beginning, and then now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, slap the shit out you. I don't know if because he was laughing about it.
Yeah, I
don't know, maybe he was joking or how he.
Yeah, maybe I didn't see it, but if he was laughing and smiling while he was saying
that,
maybe it's just one of those like, let's make a interview type moment. You know what I'm saying? Let's make something that's gonna be sensationalized, and that's what put the Breakfast Club on the map. You know what I mean? Having some kind of a drama amongst the three of them towards an artist. Or
Who was the
whatever.
Fab situation that put them on the back?
It was Fab situation between
with
Ray J,
yeah,
and Fab, and then you have the of course the
Birdman.
situation. Then you have the Tekashi 6ix9ine coming up there.
Yeah.
Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
So every or Lil Mama, every interview that had some drama in it. Those are the ones that kind of put the Breakfast Club on the map and keep them relevant. So I don't know if this is like an exercise or attempt to stay relevant by doing this.
I don't think that it might be an attempt by Gucci, or again, he might have meant what he said, man.
Mhm.
But like I said, man, a lot of people that watch this, they all watch us. Y'all been watching us for a minute. Y'all know I ain't really the biggest fan of DJ Envy, but I ain't gonna be out here advocating Gucci to slap him. I think at some point, we got to be grown men about our shit, and certain shit. You got to let certain shit slide or don't even comment on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I don't like. I mean, I'll give y'all a backstory on a little clip that I had put out, but I just think that Gucci he need to move past this shit, bro. Yeah. And I think that Angela Yee being a certain type of woman, I think she's feeding into it, because even as recent as yesterday, one of them TMZ type motherfuckers stopped her on the street and was asking her about it, and she said something like, "Yo, did you see how Gucci Mane looked in 2009? Oh, my man said something about it, but he said that." And then she stopped herself and she's like, "You know what? Let's not even get into what he said and blah 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 blah." It's just like we all know that Angela Yee is messy.
Yeah.
Every single time somebody come up on the Breakfast Club, it seemed like the wheels be turning even harder than it does for Charlamagne.
Yeah.
I feel like it turns and she just try to find a way to get the messy shit out.
Right.
Oh, so you wasn't fucking other bitches on the side, or you ain't have other bitches before this, or that. Like, it's just, you just choose those 29 ratchet TV moments to ask questions about when you have guests that leave that area open.
Right.
So I think the whole situation, like, all of them, they need to be growing about that shit and leave that shit alone, man.
Absolutely.
So we spoke about Trick Daddy being on the radio down here, coming up soon, him and Trina. And recently something came out that said that he is filing for bankruptcy. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, they say he filed for bankruptcy. They say he got like $0 in his checking account right now.
Checking account. They said in your checking account, my nigga. Like,
he had like,
yikes. That means you broke.
Total worth of 800. What was like upwards of almost $900,000 worth of debt. They kind of broke it down in
said his crib in Miramar, $300,000.
Yeah, that his assets. Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, bro.
Which he owed like $57,000 worth of back child support. And blah blah blah. This, that, and the third. So my thing with that is this, man. I don't think that Trick Daddy is broke at all.
Yeah,
I think that it's one of those things where people don't really understand how bankruptcy works in the United States. So I think it's one of them situations where this is an artist that hasn't really been relevant, so to say, in a long time. Yeah, and it's to throw dirt on his name and say, "Yo, this nigga broke," and kind of air out dirty laundry, as in him being behind on his child support.
Well, if you're filing for bankruptcy, now you made your business become public, so they're gonna.
It is public knowledge. Yeah, but I think that at the end of the day, dude, bankruptcy is just a way to get rid of your creditors. And the reason why I say that is because I filed bankruptcy before. Okay, you know what I'm saying.
How long does a bankruptcy last for?
When you say how long does it last for, what do you mean?
Well, how long does it become a part of your credit history, or
it disappears after 7 years.
After 7 years,
yeah.
Okay.
So I filed for bankruptcy, I think, when I was like 21, and at the time, I think I had like maybe $9,000 to $10,000 worth of debt. Okay. When I filed for bankruptcy, so I was working a job, whatever job I was working when I was 21, and I was making payments on all my shit. And we all know how credit cards and all work. And my shit just wasn't going down. You know what I'm saying? You pay, and then the interest hit, and you pay, and it's just like you just fighting the fucking interest, nigga. Like that interest is just standing toe to toe with your ass.
Locking up,
It's just back and forth, like fuck, man. I can't beat this nigga. I can't beat this nigga interest. Whoop my ass. So that was me. I was fighting the interest for a long ass time, and I was just like, yo, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna file for fucking bankruptcy. Like, I ain't planning on buying a house right now.
Yeah.
My credit gonna start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to build my credit back up, this, that, and the third. So that's pretty much what it is. 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy. Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy however many times. Neither one of them is fucking broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trump ain't broke. 50 ain't broke. And I know for a fact Trick Daddy ain't. But he claimed that his income is $10,000 a month, but his expenses is X, Y, and Z.
Man, they say he made like $70,000 last year and made $50,000 this year.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You downplay all your shit. You down like when I filed for bankruptcy, I forgot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm on some. Yeah, I was making I'm making $8 an hour or whatever. You put everything to the fucking minimum to show the courts like, yo, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Blah blah blah. In return to wipe my credit clean, so I ain't got to pay these motherfuckers back.
Okay,
and that's basically what it is.
All right.
But I just don't understand how people kind of look at it and they just like, oh well, that nigga broke. He ain't got no money, and they try to use it to clown him and do all kind of shit. Like,
yeah, because I mean, you ain't supposed to be in that situation. You trick like you supposed to be able to go do a couple shows and, you know what I'm saying, get your bread up, you know, go on the road, work, you know what I'm saying, work all that off, and come back and pay your creditors, and you know what I'm saying, be on top. Your crib in Miramar should not be worth $300,000. I would expect Trick Daddy to be in $1 million house, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
At the same time, man, that might be my ignorance, but it's like, yo, you ain't supposed to look like that, homeboy. Nah. Nah.
So keeping with the hip hop shit, Eminem and Lord Jamar. This been going.
I didn't look into that one, man. You're gonna have to school me on that. I can't find how we keep making Lord Jamar relevant.
I don't know either. And I think that Eminem is feeding into it because basically Eminem was performing in some country, in a country that probably don't know who the fuck Lord Jamar is.
Yeah.
And he came up and he was like, yo, I had a dream that I was a fucking nobody that sucked at rap. And it says, do you know who I was, Mr. Porter? Mr. Porter is his DJ, producer, and also he was in D12.
Yeah.
He said, and Mr. Porter said, who? And he said, he replied, Lord Jamar. And then he started doing the Criminal song right after that.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like, yo, why is it that Lord Jamar is getting under Eminem's skin so bad?
I you know what it is? Lord Jamar probably holds that he has made himself or proclaimed himself as one of them gatekeepers. He said, man, listen, one of the comments that he made was like, yo, hip hop is too accepting of everybody. We're the only genre that's so accepting. We take everybody where everybody else has gatekeepers, and you know what I mean, to say that you is or isn't.
I agree with you, M2 times. He is respected in hip hop.
So for Eminem,
Brand Nubian.
Yeah. So for Eminem to be a white rapper, you know what I'm saying, I think his whole MO has been seeking acceptance in a way.
Yeah.
And here goes somebody that said, no. You cannot have it.
But the thing is that I think
I'm saying you don't got it.
I think a lot of people too, people get things fucked up. He said, only hit dogs holler. So I think that people get a lot of things fucked up when it comes to Lord Jamar, right? And not that I'm a big fan of his or I watch everything that he does.
Yeah.
But when you're asked about something, I don't think that people expect the honest reply, especially when it comes to speaking to the masses, right? Yeah. So if I have a voice and a platform and somebody asks me something about how I feel about Eminem or how I feel about Lord Jamar or whatever, they expect me to sugarcoat that shit.
Right.
And I think that what Lord Jamar does is that he's not sugarcoating. He's like, yo, man, the hood don't listen to Eminem. Niggas in the hood ain't really. He was like, when I get into the car, Eminem is on the bottom of the list for somebody to say, yo, we taking it, we gonna drive for an hour. Yo, throw on some shit that bumps.
Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree.
What's good, Tony? We chilling, bro.
Not for me. I fuck with Eminem. I listen to Eminem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I understand that where Lord Jamar may be coming from and saying, yo, this is not dope for me. This is not cool for me. You know what I mean? And I think that's rubbing Eminem a certain way, man. You can't. Eminem doesn't know how to let that go. But some people need adversity. Eminem, I think, is somebody that he clings to adversity. If somebody's against him or opposing to him, he doesn't. He's not the Jay-Z type to I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about you. You know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z has a bar. Rappers always want beef because they know that's the only time we're gonna speak. You know what I mean? So like, when does Lord Jamar Eminem ever cross paths? Probably never.
Probably not.
But as long as he's dissing them, yeah.
But again, is it
be relevant to?
Is it dissing though, or is it just me speaking my opinion? If I'm not fucking with you, bro, I mean, there's ways to say it.
I understand, but if you were speaking your opinion should be just that. You know what I mean? At that point, you shouldn't be going on like fucking Vlad like 20 damn times. And keep beating the dead horse with a stick.
But remember, Vlad.
Or then now you have form. You're bringing it up again.
Again,
I think him and Rod Digger even caught beef over the full female rap thing.
Yeah. But Vlad. Remember, we all know what Vlad. Vlad is he one of them dudes that's gonna get you to say them sensational things and whatever. So he comes at you with the questions like, "Yo, man, how you feel about Eminem?" Da da da. Like, yo, nigga, we was just talking about boxing. How the fuck you talk about Eminem now?
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about businesses and home ownership, and then you all of a sudden bring Eminem into this shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit that Vlad does. So I think that he's getting a bad rap as one of them dudes just out here just hating on Eminem for the sake of hating on Eminem when he spoke on it one or two times, especially on Vlad that being a big platform, and then now it's like he got sucked into it. Keep on, you know what I mean? Just like even the other day, I think Joe Budden on his podcast said something like him getting back with Slaughterhouse or whatever. It was a problem dealing with the Eminem bullshit. Oh my gosh, Joe Budden said Eminem bullshit. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? And now again, like I said, Eminem feeding into this shit, bro.
But yeah, he loves adversity though. So that's his MO.
True. So anybody that saw the movie Joker. Did you watch it?
Nah, and I'm not going.
You still not gonna watch it, even when it comes.
Well, I guess maybe I can't
or the DC universe, nigga.
Nah, I ain't going on DC.
You ain't gonna rent it on fucking AT&T.
Nah, maybe when it's on TNT, I'll fucking if I could stand the commercials, I'll go ahead and watch it.
God damn,
it's just
TNT, bro. Yeah, you gonna wait that long?
Yeah, man. Like, look, come on after the NBA game, kind of in there. I seen one.
What you got against the Joker, bro?
It's just, man, it's just not up my wheelhouse, man. It's not in my lane, man. It's just not there.
I got you.
I don't want to watch nothing about some psychopath. You know what I'm saying? That's a psychopath movie, bro. I wouldn't go if they took the Joker out of it, and DC kind of movie. If it wasn't the Joker, would you even care to watch it?
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly. So, and I think only thing tying it to the DC universe is the fact that he's named the Joker. That's the only thing tying it to the universe.
But they gotta sell it somehow, bro.
Maybe they're selling it too much. Maybe they should have never tied this into the DC universe. Is what I'm saying. I'm sure it's a great movie on its own. It is
a great movie on its own.
Right. It just doesn't. I don't get the vibe that it ties into the DC universe.
So in your mind, for you to go see it, like let's just say not go see it at this point, but for you to watch the movie, can we say, yo, this movie is how should I explain it? It's not the Joker. Can you put that aside in your mind to just watch it and be like, yo, I heard this movie is dope. Let me go watch it.
No, because I can't put the fact that it is the Joker out of it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why is because my mind, I'm comfortable with the version that was given to me by Heath Ledger. I'm comfortable with all the version of the Joker that was presented to me. You know what I'm saying? That keeps the storyline going or whatever. But I think this is taking a different direction.
Yeah, because
I don't necessarily fuck with.
Because what we have been given so far is all in the context of Batman. So Joker has not been the main character. It's always been Batman.
Right.
That's the main character, and Joker is just a antagonist, protagonist. Nigga, keep on kicking. Nigga, you remind me of,
bruh. it's
You ever
there.
see House Party?
Sometimes
When
my
it-
feet
when Chill
yeah,
when Chill kept on bumping the damn record,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
That's you when it comes to this camera.
I know, man. We gotta move it more to your side or further away. Something, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, man. But yeah. So what? They filmed the movie what in the Bronx?
parts of the
Parts of-
the part of the movie where he was on the steps dancing, doing his stanky leg, is where it was in the Bronx,
Mhm.
right? So a lot of people saw it, and then the cinematics of it, when you watch that scene
Mm.
or that couple of minutes where he was on them steps, he was like, "Damn, nigga, where is that?"
Mm.
Like that's it, like the visuals of it is just dope as fuck.
Mhm.
So shout outs to the motherfucking talent scouts or location scouts
Mhm.
that was just like, "Yo, man, this is the scene, and this is the
area got
spot
that vibe
for me to
that-
do
yeah.
it." But unfortunately, this spot is in the hood.
Mhm.
It's in High Bridge.
Mhm.
I think Cardi B is from High Bridge, the
Mhm.
Bronx. What's his name? A Boogie with the hoodie.
Mhm.
Fucking what's the other dude name? All they from the Bronx, man. I'm guessing that this stairwell ain't in the nicest part of town.
Right. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people now, since the movie has come out, there and they want to take pictures like, "Yo, nigga, we on the Joker steps."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
people is out there flicking,
Mhm.
and they not realizing like, "Yo, man, this ain't the neighborhood to just be coming in here in pictures just because
Mhm.
this is where the Joker was. One of the scenes from the
Yeah,
Joker was
right,
filmed."
right. Yeah.
So it's a video on the internet right now of a dude, like he was at the top of the steps
Mhm.
and he had some eggs
Yeah.
in the carton. And he was just like, "Yo, man, y'all need to get the fuck out of here," whatever. He's throwing the eggs
Mm.
down the stairs at the people that was taking pictures
Yeah.
on the steps. Like, "Yo, man, this ain't no photo op. Like, yo, this is where we live. This
Yeah.
you disrespecting."
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, if you want to take pictures, go to
Yeah.
New York City for that. Go
Right.
to, you know what I mean? Go to
Yeah,
Juniors
yeah,
and
'cause
take
I'm
a
sure any of these niggas come out the hood and go to the suburb try to take a picture.
Exactly.
They're getting arrested and all that right off rip.
So-
So it's like white people in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. so
Like,
do we think that they have a right to act or feel the way that they feel about
Yeah,
them?
yeah, definitely, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like certain areas you own, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of the community, part of the culture, and you know what I'm saying? Like the ugly corner, like I don't want no bunch of white people come up to the ugly corner and taking pictures now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is what Kodak Black be taking. This is what Kodak Black be at. Nah,
Yeah.
get your ass the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? This is the ugly corner. It's ugly for a reason.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and you know, it's the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And so we own that, you know what I mean, in the sense, you know, I know they're gonna say, you know, brothers always fighting over blocks that don't belong to them, but you know
Yeah.
what, man, it is our block, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So,
man.
you know what I mean?
I think that people, regardless of how shitty it is, I think that people take pride in their neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that it's one of them situations where now, because y'all see this on a grander scale and y'all think it's beautiful or
Yeah.
y'all think it's whatever, that means that y'all could just come here.
Yeah,
and
ugliness is just around the corner, like
Yeah,
it's at
yeah.
the bottom of that stairwell, or it's at
Exactly.
the top of that stairwell.
Yeah,
So don't just try to make these steps look pretty, and you know what I mean, like
yeah,
make that, you know, out of my neighborhood. Fuck out of here.
yeah, man. So y'all be careful, man. Y'all,
Mm.
if y'all want to go out there and, you know what I mean, take pictures on steps and
Mm-hmm.
be careful where you going, man. It ain't safe everywhere.
Like I'm not going to Grape Street try to take pictures. You know what I'm saying? What that's where they shot Training Day.
Was it Grape Street?
Yeah, wasn't it? Oh, I think so.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they was in some rough ass
No,
areas.
it was a real area. I think
Yeah.
it was Grape Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that.
I'm gonna have
The
y'all
Nolia Projects or
motherfuckers
something.
in
I forgot.
Pelican Bay.
Yeah, man.
Boy, Denzel was a fucking boss in that movie, man.
Mm.
On a lighter note, bro.
Yeah.
is that a pun? Lighter,
Lighter.
lightning,
Yeah.
light hair,
Light hair.
light,
Man.
fading,
Wow.
fade away.
Fade to the black. You fade.
LeBron, man,
Contrast.
my guy, LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing against the Jazz the other night,
Yeah.
and from what the cameras say, or for how the story goes, the boy AD, he said that was filmed in the jungle in this Nickerson Gardens in California.
Okay.
So that's what's up. LeBron was out there, and I guess AD looked like on the sideline, said something to him and pointed to his head and said, "Your hair." You could see that
Yeah.
he motioned with his mouth, "Your hair."
Mhm.
I ain't no fucking expert lip reader or nothing
Yeah,
like
right,
that,
yeah.
but he said something about it, and then LeBron kind of looked at him like, "Oh," and then started You know what I mean? Trying to fix the headband and whatever. So out of that, now some still shots came out, and you could see where it was like a hairline, and you could see that shit peeled back like
rolled back up
like a rolled up carpet or some shit, bro. So we talked about it. We kind of clown LeBron hairline every now and then whenever he do some dumb shit like this.
Yeah.
Or I don't want to say he did some dumb shit. It was in a moment.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I mean? Your homeboy looking out for you, but this the internet age, and we gonna scrutinize everything, and we gonna look at it.
Yeah.
And I guess our yearly question: when should a man give it up, man? When should LeBron give this shit up, bro? Like,
man,
we know this shit is not real, bro.
Yeah.
We know it's not real.
He should have been gave it up. He should have been give it up because, you know, as a person of that suffers from receding hairline themselves, man, I would love to see somebody that's, you know, athlete, you know, wearing it proudly. You know what I'm saying? Represent for us. You know what I mean? Because, you know, like,
y'all see the man in the back. This picture.
Yeah,
this picture was like when that shit was going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Probably a little bit after that, Jordan was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good."
Yeah,
and that shit became iconic. His fucking
bald
head silhouette.
Yeah,
the nigga came out with the fucking cologne, bro.
Yeah,
and it was just like, yo, you didn't even know it was the cologne. You just looked at it, was like, yo, that's Jordan. That's that nigga head right there, bro.
Yeah,
remember that shit?
Yeah, his whole silhouette became him. So yeah, man. I would love to see like LeBron embrace that, you know, that aspect. Just kind of like just like our AD just embraces pelican on his forehead.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's like, embrace your flaws, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be embarrassed of it.
And they asked him about it when he first came in the league. They was like, yo, are you gonna, you know what I'm saying, get it done or whatever, laser remove? He was like, nah,
this is
like,
me.
Yo, this is me. This is how I've been my entire life. Like, why am I, you know what I mean?
Right. Just embrace it, man. I mean, yo, the ignorant people will make fun of it or whatever, but it's never gonna be like, you know, to your detriment. You know what I mean? When I think of AD, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think of baller first. You know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean, some one-off talent.
Yeah.
Think of those things before but it's the dude with the pelican on his face, you know? The flying pelican on his face, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? Like I would just love to see LeBron just embrace that, you know, saying point of his life that he's in, man. You just go ahead and let it go.
Man. We all get older. Some of us ain't blessed with the keeping of the hair for the rest of our lives, man.
And yeah, man. Not everybody could afford, you know, put that kind of adhesive on their head every damn day. Like how much time out your life do you got to take for somebody to go ahead and fucking glue your head down?
Dude, you know what I think that makes it worse with LeBron? The fact that he'll post him barber on online. Yo, he hooked me up with the fresh cuts. And like, I think that with him is that he tries so hard to make us believe that, yo, nigga, I got hair and my hair is growing for real. You see me, I'm at the barber, and it's like, just stop, man. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, either my thing is, it's two ways to go with this. You embrace it and chop that shit all the way off, or
you let it go and see it natural, man.
No.
Nah.
Or you show us the fact that you're getting your hairpiece put on.
Right.
Clown yourself, bro.
Right. Yeah. Then nobody could take that power away from people.
Exactly. So you start clowning yourself, and then nobody won't be able to clown you no more.
I agree with
you. You know what I'm saying? So it's one or two ways to go with it. Either take it all off or cut it down low, or like you said, maybe embrace the naturalness of it or whatever the case is. All right, cool. Or, dude, show them painting that fucking line on.
Make that 90-second Instagram video. You know
you know what I'm saying? This is how I get my hair units.
It's showing you with the RoboCop, and then you coming back with the
exactly.
Steve Harvey.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is my barber. He be hooking me up with the hair units, blah, blah, blah. Y'all see, I be playing 2 hours games and whatever.
Show them you with the Stephen A. Smith, and they come back with the,
do it like that, man. Either one or the other, but you can't just kind of you can't keep on fooling us and he's drawing attention to the hair himself and then act like this shit is fucking real.
Right.
Like,
I agree. I agree 1,000% with that, man. You cut that out, Bron.
Stop it. So I don't know if I wanted to end with this. What else you got? You got anything else on your mind, bro?
I don't got nothing there.
All right. So on a serious note, cops is still out here wilding in the United States, man. I feel like every day, every week, it's videos that come out show police brutality. my son, I follow my son on Facebook. He just posted recently about some cops in New York. Niggas was getting on a train or something, and this one cop just pretty much went on a punching spree and started decking niggas in the face.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, like it was, you know what I mean? It's a little skirmish going on.
Mm.
Hey, stop resisting, you know, the bullshit that they do.
Yeah.
And something happened, and one dude was just kind of just standing there in the middle of all of it, like, yo, chill, whatever. And the cop just came out of nowhere, cocked back, bam, punched nigga in his shit. Nigga fell on the ground. All the other cops jumped on him,
Yeah.
you know, handcuffs, this, that. And then he got up from that situation, and there was another guy kind of doing the same thing. Cop came through, bam, decked him too. He got arrested. So it was just like
wow. Or the one video that T.I. seen put up on Instagram today of the cop, you know, trying to detain a 11-year-old female.
That one too.
Yeah, slamming her over the floor.
Yeah,
stop resisting.
Yes, supposedly because she
brushed against the back of one of the principals, or
they said that she took too much milk or something like that.
Yeah. Spilled some on the floor and
something in that aspect. It had something to do with cafeteria bullshit. And the principal was there, and you see her the principal try to stop her from exiting the school, and she kind of brushed him. She's like, yo, chill, kind of brushed past him. And then the cop got involved and started throwing her all over the ground and doing all kind of shit. And then it's another one, I think this is in Fresno, California, where something happened. Young kids, 16 years old. This happened like 2 years ago, but the video just got released this week where a kid was running from the cops. There was a traffic stop. He hopped out the car. They had like a stakeout or something like that. Jumped out the car, hopped over the fence, started running away. Cop pulled out his pistol, aimed, bomb, shot him back in the head. Dead. You know what I'm saying? Kid died a couple days later. But throughout these 2 years now, they've been saying that, oh, he was running away from us, but he pulled at his waist like he had a gun and he was gonna shoot back, or you know what I mean? You know, they always try to justify or make these situations seem more dangerous than they actually are.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, cops is still wilding in the United States. We just seen the videos now. They've been wilding for years upon years. I guess my running question is, dude, when do we think, if at all, if this ever is going to change? What is it going to take for these dudes to change?
And it's never going to change, man. It's never going to change. I think it's human nature to be violent. You know what I'm saying? And life is hard sometimes, and unfortunately, people power, they're gonna take it out on the people that are weaker or more helpless.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And as long as the black communities looked in that light, where we don't have maybe the proper channels or outlets to speak up for ourselves, and you know, or the right amount of authority to get justice in court and shit like that, it's never gonna be looked upon as for a police officer to be you know, a little bit more cautious with somebody's life. You know, I think what we're asking for of these police officers is simple human respect.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like I said, man, I think as humans, you know, people are violent and people are, you know, saying aggressive, and you know, they're just gonna go ahead and make victims out of whoever can't defend themselves, and that's what it is, man. So I'm just saying it like that. I mean, it might sound fucked up to be calling black people helpless or victims all the fucking time, but that's who we are right now. Until we start positioning, you know, getting it to no fault of our own, of course, but you know, we have to work on, you know, find a way to be empowered and, you know, be a part of the government, be a part of the lawmakers and all those things, and being positioned of power to where, you know, we are over these, you know what I'm saying, having the proper police chiefs and somebody that's in authority that's over these people that can, you know what I'm saying, terminate these people and, you know, fault them for wrongdoing, highlight their bullshit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, until we get there, then we, you know what I mean, there's nothing helping us or protecting us against
I don't think that
type of stuff.
Again, I don't think that that's the solution. And if you look at this country, if you look at the way this built, and I can only speak of this country because I kind of sort of know the history of the United States.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on it, but you know, I've lived here, and you know, we all know the history.
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, dude, if we're not willing to die for some shit, if we're not willing to go to war,
Mhm.
nothing will ever change.
Okay.
So I think that as harsh as it sounds, blue lives need to be lost, bro. And I think that they need to be targeted and lost for anything to ever change. So I think that as not even just black folks, because it's not just black folks this is happening to. It's happening to a lot of poor people.
Okay.
It's
So
happening to.
I really must stop you, bro.
Okay.
I'm not out here all for it. I'm not
I'm not
sitting
calling
here
for
with
nothing.
you, and I am not in agreement with any of that shit. Like,
Okay,
bro, like
that's
let's
fine.
chill. And like, you got to remember, blue lives. There's black people wearing those blue outfits
Them
as
too.
way
Them
as
too.
well. So you're telling me because somebody pick up a job that is necessary for society,
Mhm.
all of a sudden they are fucking all evil. And that's not appropriate.
I did
bro.
not say that they're all evil.
So, but
And
if
I'm not
to
saying that
say
it's-
that there should be a war held against them, what
Oh,
I'm to what
was
my
my
point
was before you go
Yeah.
on, before you go on the rant.
yeah,
Sanders,
yeah, okay. all
What
right.
was my question, bro? My what do we think is
Mm.
going to be necessary for it to change,
Mhm.
right?
And you
You're
said
saying
necessary.
Necessary.
Some blue lives need to be lost. Is what you're saying is
Yes,
necessary.
that's what's necessary because you're saying we need to vote in the grand scheme of things. You
No,
saying
I said we need to be in of authority and power.
we need to vote. That's what that means. That means that we need to implement the right whoever and find who the right governor and from the top down we need to vote the
Mhm.
people, the right people in office.
Yo, blue lives start getting
that's what
lost.
you're
You
saying,
think, what do you
right?
think they're gonna put? Who you think they're gonna put out there? Because people gonna want their lives to be protected. It's gonna be martial law. It's gonna be the military out there. It's gonna be different, bro.
Of course, bro.
So
And I'm not
it's not gonna just stop there because a couple of police officers got shot. What I'm saying is,
brother man,
naturally, people prey on those who cannot defend themselves.
exactly.
So therefore, we need to position ourselves in a place where we can defend ourselves.
So
not necessarily be
and-
shooting back at police officers.
so you're saying that the way to do that is to put the right people in place.
Right.
Yeah. That's what we've been trying to do for years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been trying to do for years is vote. Oh, it's an issue that's going on in the United States. Oh, well, black people got out
views and
vote.
opinions of Keall does not comply with the views and opinions of Mr. PW over here. So go ahead and talk about your views and opinions.
All it is that this is my opinion,
Okay.
and I'm going on the history of America, and just like M2 Times is saying, America gained its independence through war and fucking violence. I'm not advocating war and violence. Not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is if we really want a change, if we really want the police to respect us, motherfuckers got to die, bro. It's as hard as it is.
Look that way.
As hard as it is for you to say that, it's for you and a lot of other people to accept that shit, bro. Motherfuckers got to die. The people need to fucking revolt and start their ass because until then, they don't respect us. So until motherfuckers start shedding some tears, motherfuckers start dying innocent and guilty, until them motherfuckers we ain't gonna get no respect. It's gonna be the same thing like you just said to me, bro. It's really nothing we could do. It ain't no changing it. So what have we done for how long? We've been sitting here fucking marching. We shall overcome, doing all of this dumb shit, and ain't nothing fucking changing. So what we need to do now? Wage war against the motherfuckers. That's it. That's how shit got established in the United States. War was waged. Civil rights war. We went to war with America, and enough people died and got killed to say, yo, all right, things need to change. These motherfuckers ain't playing. They ain't playing about their rights or their civil rights and all of that shit. And that's how things change, bro. People respect violence, man.
All right. You said it, bro. Hope there's a full stop there, not a question mark. I hear you.
Killing me freezing up when a nigga talking about that violence.
It
bro.
ain't freeze, bro. It's just it's not a freeze, man. It's not me, bitch. It's just I'm not in agreement with that in on the no capacity. So I'm not gonna disrespect you by not letting you speak in peace, and I'm forth and argue over that with you, especially. I'm not in agreement with that at all.
Okay.
I think, like I said, violence is a part of human nature, and people prey on those who can't defend themselves.
Okay.
So regardless that some kind of revolution happens, police lives are lost, that doesn't change that.
It will.
It's still you call violence, calling to stop violence doesn't change it.
Okay, so recently on my Facebook, I put up a post, right? I put up a post and I said that I said, parents, you should teach your kids to mentally and physically defend themselves. Stop raising soft ass kids, right? Mentally and physically to defend yourselves. I think mentally we've been trying to defend ourselves as the marginalized community in the United States for quite some time, dude, since 1960s and all that shit, or even before that. It has worked some way or somehow up until now. It has, right?
Right.
But going back to, like, say, bullying, how do you feel like you would stop a bully from bullying you? Let's just say you in school and a bully is bullying you. How do you stop the bullying from how do you stop it from happening?
How do I stop a bully or multiple bullies?
Yeah, and I'll speak on my experience. I don't know if I spoke on it here before,
but like, again, it depends on if there's a bully or multiple.
No, but there is a bully.
If there is a bully, then I have gotten people that's willing to have my back, and we got the motherfucker.
When you say we got the motherfucker, what you mean?
We went and I fought, and when I was handling myself, people stepped in and handled it with me.
So
that's a bully, though, and doesn't mean that a bully could be physically stronger than you.
Okay, so a bully now is the police force in the United States. That is the bully that I'm talking about.
That is not the bully. The bully in this not it's man, bro.
Yes,
I keep telling you, it's people that put on their pants and they're going to do a job where everybody has frustrations at their job. The only difference is at this job, they are in a position where they could cause people to lose their lives,
and they can get away with it.
And they could get away with it.
And they've been getting away with it.
The problem
since the
is that
time.
they can get away with it.
True.
You're not going to change the nature of man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I disagree with that because again, now I brought the bully situation. Me personally, and my boy M2 times say he let his son fight back against bullies, and he's 8 years old. I've told my daughter the same thing, and I tell my son the same thing. Listen, you go to school, you do what you need to do. You go to school for learn X, Y, and Z, right? Don't mess with the kids, but don't let nobody kids mess with you either. Yeah. So if you at school and somebody pushing you around, push back. If somebody talking shit to you, talk shit back. Right. Don't go and I'm not encouraging you to mess with or start anything with anybody's kids. Right. I'm encouraging you to defend yourself.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
Me going back to 5th grade, right? I was in the 5th grade. There was a bully in the school named Mario. Mario used to walk around and be pushing people and putting his fingers in their head and taking, like, fucking Kubiak from whatever show that was, taking niggas lunches and doing all kind of crazy shit when he was in school, right? And the nigga tried to do that shit to me one day. I beat the fuck out of Mario, right? And I was the first person to beat the fuck out of Mario in my school, right? Yeah. And people saw that because this happened on the playground before school started. Nigga came up to me talking all kind of shit, and I beat his motherfucking ass, whooped his ass good. And people saw that, and they were just like, "Oh, he defended himself against Mario. I can too." And ever since that day that I beat his ass, other people started beating his ass after that because he tried that same shit with other people, and other people wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, with it the same thing on a grander scale, bro.
Mhm.
If these police, again, I know that there are good police that's out there doing their job and X, Y, and Z, but
Okay.
if these police come into these neighborhoods with respect for people, yo, such and such came to this neighborhood the other day and that nigga got killed for the dumb shit that he did.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come in here respectfully this time and talk to these people, or I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do my job with integrity the way it's supposed to be done. If people show that we're not gonna put up with that shit no more, things will change, bro.
And the unfortunate side of that coin is a criminal doesn't have integrity, bro. So you're asking to fucking go shoot people.
Okay,
You're advocating to go shoot people, and when is it justified? When is it not
you're
justified? Right?
speaking, when you say criminal, you're speaking
Right.
of a certain member of that community, right? If
Right.
everybody in the community is criminals,
No.
but the cops are treating everybody like they are. So again,
Mhm.
we need to treat them, or that community needs to treat them like all of them are criminals too.
All right, let me leave that. Yo, gotcha. I can't, bro. So I mean, are you free to speak?
No.
I'm just not going to engage with this shit, bro. That's all. That's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to engage with this shit. You know what I mean?
It's all good.
All right.
It's all good. Hey man, you got anything else?
No.
Are you good?
Yeah, we good. We good.
Hey man, we out, man. This Bootleg Cable Podcast.
Uh-huh.
Can't spell that.
Something wrong with your ass, man.
It might be bootleg.
But about it.
Hey man, shout out to all the people on YouTube Live, man. I fucks with y'all. My boy M2 Times.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Sally Toys. Who else was on here? Tony Robinson, my homeboy Fireman, Matt, Jay Sketch. What's good? Shout outs to all of y'all, man. Please share this video.
Yeah,
even though it might not be live at the time, please, man. We encourage y'all to comment. Be a part of this conversation, like my boy Killer always say, man. And that's what we want. Yeah. Share this. Let people know how y'all feel about it, man. Love y'all, man.
All right, love y'all too, man.
Peace.
Peace. This nigga over here, boy. Malcolm X in it.